Sometimes you boot up the old Edo Pro to do some generic playtesting and you find some very, very interesting decks out there. Make sure you guys smash the living crap out of that subscribe button so you guys don't miss out on more OS content. Yes, I know, I'm playing Runic Mine, but what you're here for is my opponent playing Puery, and I will have their deck profile at the end of this video here. I went on some random playtesting sprees this morning to kind of get the chance to test around with Runic. It's been a little while since I've played competitive, and running into a Puery player definitely made my day. So we're going to start things off here with the power of my curses. Just a special summon into the Hugin. You know, this is the part of the game that's really going to stink. I'm going to get impermed after I discard the Mystic Mine here, and I cry every time, actually. This is pretty much why I get sealed away and I cry here, because too good. My opponent is too good. We're going to go ahead and set 3, so we're on Demise and Land, Freezing Curse, and Destruction. I mean, at this point, I'm like, all right, you know, we'll just see through the next turn. Opponent's going to normal summon the Puery. We're going to negate this, because I'm like, all right, well, you know, he really shouldn't be able to do much now that his body's negated. Well, come to find out, this deck gets a chance to do some pretty stupid stuff. He's also main decking Lightning Storm, which is kind of cool. So this is each player gains 1,000, then you can discard one special summon a Puery from your deck. Yeah, this isn't going to end well for me here. So quick play, sure, gain some life, special summon, and then we're going to go ahead and activate Mystic Mine here, because I'm like, all right, well, we'll force the Puery player down to, you know, 1 monster on the field. It should be fine. Well, I forgot that assembled Nightingale is a card. All right, like, a clown emoji for me here. Like, this one's on me. Like, feels really bad. So stack up the damage. I cry every time. Stack up the Zeus. I'm actually, I don't believe they played Downer here, because this would have been a double pop here. But we're going to go ahead and load up Zeus. I'm going to go ahead and cry myself to sleep here as we get sent. And we're going to go ahead and do more Puery things here. You know, this thing is not locked behind a once per turn, by the way. It's just on normal or special, excavate the top 3. They actually did this card some pretty good justice here, surprisingly. Alright, so we'll go ahead and load up our excavate 3, which actually whiffs. I cry every time. I'm going to go ahead and discard for the overlay. Now, this stupid thing is busted. This is actually going to be the reason why I cry myself to sleep even further in this game. You can target up to 2 spell or traps in any graveyards and attach them to this card as material. This is a quick effect if this card has Delicious Memory as material. And thrice per turn, when you activate a Puery spell or quick effect, you can attach that card on the field to this card as material. You can banish 1 monster on the field until the end phase. This is solid. So we're just going to start eating up my Runic cards. We actually drew the Golden Droplets for turn, which we pass here. I'm going to suck up 2 more good cards. That stack is getting pretty ridiculous. All right, we're going to go ahead and spot removal here. We're going to Golden Droplets into Gary. All right. Opponent's going to go ahead and suck up Delicious Memory now. So, I mean, hey, it just chooses a monster on the field, can't be destroyed by battle this turn, but it gains 300 attack for each material attached to it. All right, so this is where things are going to start getting a little bit chaotic evil, because it's going to be pretty good. So we're going to lose Gary here. We're going to suck up some more spells and traps. As you can see, that is a stack on this thing. This is what, like 60... Oh, God, it's 9,100, 7,700. So ridiculous. Burn, and then I take 9,100. Yeah, that's what happened. I don't even know if I could have played that better. Like, this deck is, like, just good at interrupting and stealing things from my graveyard. There's not really much I think I could have done in this particular matchup to, like, really have mattered. Like, our opponent went through a majority of their extra deck for what it really matters, but I really don't think there was much we could do. All right, we're going to pass on over so we can take a look at this Puery deck list. I'm very curious. All right, so this is the Puery list that we actually ran into. Just basic Puery is amazing. On normal or special, excavate top 3, add a Puery spell or trap card, and the rest go on the bottom of the deck. And then once per turn during the main phase, you reveal a Puery quick play spell card in your hand. It lets you rank up into one of your, you know, friends down here. Basically, it lets you EV evolution on up. So, of course, looks like we're trying a going second approach here with this. So we have triple copies of Ash Blossom and Joyous Spring. Obviously, like, hand traps are going to be your go-to. And then you have triple copies of basic Puery itself. Unfortunately, you don't get extra names. You're kind of stuck within like the confines of trying to do just basic stuff with this card. Like I said, maybe someday we'll get something else, but for now, that's what we have. We have triple copies of Lightning Storm, 1 Feather Duster for going second, triple Dark Ruin no more, so absolute board breakers. 1 Upstart Goblin, this is going to be fine. I mean, you're going to need as much oomph as you can get. You have 1 Terraforming, your 1 Monster Reborn, only 2 Prosperity. I think this is fine. I guess you can try to get cute and mess around with, say, maybe 3, and I wouldn't want to try to push it up too much. I think their logic here was, we'll just do the Upstart Goblin with 2 pots. Now, Pretty Memory here. This one gives each player 1,000 life points, then you discard 1 special summon a Puery from your deck. And then, of course, you get the extra effect here of once per turn, send 1 other card you control to the graveyard, target 1 card your opponent controls, and attach it to this card as material. So that was the suck-up effect that you saw that becomes attached, because all these pass on other abilities. Delicious Memory. Choose a monster on the field, can't be destroyed by battle, and then you can discard 1 special summon a level 1 Puery from your deck. And then it passes on the effect of it will gain 300 attack and defense for each material. Alright, so you're going to start getting some real buff damage here. The Happy Memory here, you can choose a card on the field, and once until the next turn, it cannot be destroyed by card effects. Then you can discard 1 special summon a Puery from the deck, basic stuff. And then a Puery Exceed monster will gain the effect of this card can attack a number of times each battle phase up to the number of Puery memories attached to it, plus 1. So, for just attacking over like a full field that your opponent might have, this will give you an interesting ability to kind of clean up. Now, Puery, my friend, you can pay 500, reveal 3 Puery monsters from your deck, or actually 3 Puery cards. This is way better than I thought. Your opponent picks 1 for you to add to your hand, you shuffle the rest into your deck. If they face a Puery Exceed you control leaves the field by an opponent's card effect, you can add up to 3 Puery Quick Play spell cards with different names from your graveyard to your hand. Holy recurability. Now, something else interesting here. So we're playing the Overlay Network. So you can target 1 monster you control that has a level. Special summon 1 monster with the same level from your hand or graveyard in defense position, negate its effects. You can add special summon from the extra deck turn you activate this except for Exceed monsters. Sure. Target 1 Exceed monster you control, add 1 attached card to the hand. That's amazing for this deck, actually. Then we got the triple copies of the Stray Puery Street. When your opponent cannot target Puery monsters you control card effects during the turn they were special, that's so much better. Once per turn they face up Puery Exceed monster you control leaves the field by an opponent's card, special summon a level 1 Puery monster from your deck or graveyard. Then once per turn during the end phase, target 1 Puery Exceed monster, attach 1 Puery Quick Play spell card from your deck or graveyard to it as material. So you're basically going to be using this to facilitate like extra like damage. You have 5 field spells in your deck, so it's fine. You got triple imperm here. So we got extra deck, we got 1 Anima, 1 Link Rebo, 1 Nightmare Phoenix with the 1 Assembled Nightingale. We have 2 copies of Plump here. This is the one that you saw in the duel that stole all my spell and trap cards. Card's really good. Beauty, once per turn, target 1 effect monster opponent controls, negate its effects till the end of this turn. If you have the Pretty Memory underneath it, that's a quick effect. And then the same clause of when you activate a Puery spell card, you can attach it to this card as material. Then you can change battle position of one of your opponent's monsters. Happiness here, at the end of the damage step of this card battle, you can add a Puery card from your deck to your hand. If this card has Happy Memory as material, you can have the attack 1 face of monster opponent controls. Thrice per turn when you activate that quick play Puery card, you attach this card's material and you return 1 spell and trap card on the field to the owner's hand. It's actually pretty good. So we are playing Downard. Okay, I was wondering about that. We were just saving for the second Zeus. We have 1 Nor here. You can Exceed summon this by using a rank 2 that has 5 or more materials. This card has 5 or more materials unaffected by your opponent's activated effects. Then detach 2, target 1 card your opponent controls or in their graveyard and place on the bottom of the deck. And then it's a quick effect if you have the level 1. The big happiness here, oh my gosh. So if you have 5 more materials, you can use rank 2 to Exceed summon it. You can detach 1 to negate the effects of all face of monsters your opponent currently controls till the end of the turn. And if this card has a level 1 Puery monster, your opponent can activate cards or effects in response to this activation. And then when you declare an attack with 5 or more, you ping your opponent for 1,500. That's like the little extra damage that you saw from me at the end there. And then, of course, we got 2 copies of good old Stack 'em Up Zeus. Wrapping up just an interesting, like, different dimension of things here that you can do with Puery. I'm very happy to see that players are finding success with this deck. I was very much like concerned that we wouldn't have a way to like make Puery actually work as a deck. But for the players out here that definitely love, like the evolution theme that this deck feels like it pretty much has, I'm actually pretty for this. So this is some pretty cool innovation out here. So what do you guys think? Please leave a comment down below, tell me what you guys think, and I will see your beautiful faces back here later on today, guys. Peace out. Patrons, thank you.
Thank you so much for watching. Check out these other videos.